The Falcons have lost 3 straight games by a combined 10 points, but all that being said, they're still in position to battle the Saints for first place in the NFC South this Sunday, and they'll do so with quarterback Desmond Ridder back in charge. I'm joined by our Falcons beat writer, D'Orlando Ledbetter, aka D-Led. D-Led, if you're Atlanta, what do you need to see from Ridder this Sunday?
Well, quite frankly, Sarah, they need to start scoring some points. The offense is going on some small changes, logistical and schematically, maybe some personnel changes, but I expect them to lean on the big three, and that's Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts to get this thing turned around.
Now, Falcons coach Arthur Smith spoke to media Wednesday and said, in fairness to Ridder, he's handled this time being a backup pretty well.
I think looking at him again, I feel very, very good about where he's at, which is not an easy situation to do. And I think his best football is at him. Shows you what you love about him. It's like everybody. Everybody wants to get in front of the parade when it's going well, players and coaches. So when it's not, one, you got to realize how fortunate you are to do what you love. You don't want to lose that part. And you're going to find out who you are. You are. And that's what you love about this game, because it's a true test of adversity. Adversity, I guess, professional adversity, not like life adversity. So I do want to go on the record and say that. But you find out what you're really made of.
Turnovers were a huge issue for Ridder and this Falcons offense. Do you think this has been enough time for those to maybe cool off?
Yeah, I think he got a chance to sit back and watch from the sideline. He got to watch how Taylor Heinicke prepared for the game and how he protected and kept the ball out of harm's way. He did a great job of it last year in the 4 starts, and they just wanted him to, take a view from high up above to see what was happening with the football. And moving forward, certainly the fumbles are something you can correct. And then offensively, the interceptions, don't put the ball in harm's way and play fast and not play when you're thinking a lot. That's what he said he wanted to do today, and that's his ideal of how the offense can get moving.
And Ridder actually made a really good point about what he learned from Taylor Heinicke and how Heinicke communicates with the Falcons staff.
But then I got to see Taylor. See how he does as a starter, how he prepares, and if there's anything different with him. And, I just felt like, Taylor was a lot more open and as far as communicative with, Rags and Art of, what he felt like he liked, what he felt like he didn't like. And so, I felt that there was a different sense of that coming from Taylor.
Okay, so we got to talk Saints specifically because New Orleans has suffered a ton of injuries this season. Break that down for us, and how will that factor into Sunday's game?
Yeah, well, the quarterback, Derek Carr, who suffered a concussion, is currently still in the protocol, but you still have to plan that he might get out at the last minute and play. If he doesn't, Jameis Winston's the backup quarterback, and he's been in 4 games this year. He was 13 of 25 for 122, 2 touchdowns and 2 Jameis picks in the last game. And then Taysom Hill has always been a problem for the Falcons. I don't think he can go with him full time, but he can certainly put a little bit more on his plate if they have to go Jameis and Hill at the quarterback position. Marshawn Lattimore is out with a knee, and then also Michael Thomas has a knee, Lattimore has an ankle, and we'll see on the injury report today what their status is going to be for heading into Sunday for the game.
So the Falcons are sitting at 4-6, and it feels like so much of this season has kind of already passed and is a little bit disappointing, but there's still so much football left to be played. Could this Saints game be a turning point for the Falcons if they can pull off a win?
Yes, no doubt, Sarah. They're only a game behind the Saints with 2 to play against them head-to-head. They're 2-0 in the division, and that's where their focus has to be at right now, is winning the division. This will be a game that, hey, if they can fix some things, get the offense moving, and the defense returns to its turnover-taking ways, you got a chance to build on it and move forward and get deep into the playoff season and the playoff hunt in the NFC South.
A big one coming up on Sunday. Thanks to all of you for watching. Make sure you go to ajc.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more videos just like this one.